Today's video will demonstrate how to use a filter. Hello, I'm James Helfrich. The functional programming paradigm has many tools. Perhaps one of the most powerful and commonly used is filter. This video will demonstrate what filter is and how to use it to solve a real-world problem. One of the functional programming tools is called filter, and filter produces a new collection from an old one by selecting only those elements that satisfy a given condition. So we're going to start with a filter function, and it's going to take an input, which would be a collection, and it's going to have an output, which will also be a collection. In both these cases, think of it as a list. And then we're going to take a function, and this function is what we're going to apply to each element. And so filter is going to call the function by having one element from the input, and it's going to return a true or false whether that element belongs in the output. So to demonstrate how this works, let's say we have an input that has some values 1, 4, 8, 16, 25, and 36. Now, when I say filter, the input and is odd, then it's going to create 1, 9, and 5 because only 1, 9, and 5 are odd, where 4, 8, 16, and 36 are even and they don't count. So here's another more complicated example. I have a list of elements, and each element is going to have a word and a part of speech pair. So chicken is a noun, and Calliwampus is an adjective. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to use a filter to find all the nouns in this collection. So I want to, first of all, take this collection here. Chicken is a noun, Calliwampus is an adjective, and I want to turn it into just the elements that are nouns, which would be like chicken, platypus, wombat, and plethora. So I'm going to say filter, and now in JavaScript, I get to do something called a lambda function, which is an unnamed function. And what this is going to do is it's going to return true only if the record type equals noun. And so when I run this code, it's going to start here and say, chicken, are you a noun? Yes, it is. Add it to the list. Calliwampus is an adjective. Skip it. Platypus, add it. Lollygag, skip it. Wombat, add it. Behoove, now I'm going to skip it. Plethora, add it. Grumpily, skip it. Clownish, skip it. Grunts, ruthlessly, and slick are going to skip all those. And so the end result is going to be only those elements that are the part of speech is a noun. Okay, let's do a demo of filter using Python. Now, first of all, I'm going to create a function called isPositive, and this can take a value, and it's going to return true if it's positive. So if value is greater than 0, then we're positive, and so I'm just going to return that. Now return a Boolean. I'm also going to say def is even, and this will be if value mod 2 equals 0. So if I say is positive, and I'll say 5, then it's true, and I'll say is even 5, and it's false, is positive -4 is false, is even -4, and that's true. Okay, so now I'm going to create a bunch of data, and this can be a bunch of integers. Some are going to be even, some will be odd. I'm just creating just a bunch of random numbers there. Okay, make sure that I have, I made a lot of odd numbers here, so maybe I should add a few more. -4, okay, there we go. Okay, so now filter allows me to reduce this list into another list. So I'm going to say it equals filter, and I have to specify the function name is positive, and then my data here. And if I say it's going to give me an iterable, as if iterable, it's an object. So I have to then put it back into a list by saying for value in it, oops, sorry. Let me first of all have my destination equals empty here. And I'll say for value in it, and I'll say destination plus equals value. And so this is going to be for my positive numbers. So if I say destination, then I only have positive numbers. Good. So now I'm going to say, do the same thing. It equals filter. And now I'm going to say is even for data. And I'm going to set my destination empty again. And I will fill up my destination. And they'll see what the even numbers are. And those included the -2 and -4, but of course, all the odd numbers taken out. And that's what filter allows me to do. This is example 19.1 in the functional chapter of the software design textbook.